Welcome back to the channel. Today we are flying back to France. We got 10 most beautiful castles to visit in France. And let me just say, shout out the first doublet 6911. You gave me a lot of content. A lot of content. I'm gonna have to be sneaking it. You're gonna see me just sneaking it in there. I definitely got a long list of things to do, but I do see the things you say. I have been screenshotting, and I usually don't like. I'll be careful on weekends. We'll see how the algorithm even treats this video. Weekends don't really do the best for me, but I'm gonna give this one a try. But other than that, you're gonna see me sneaking in more and more just throughout the weeks. On them weekdays. So appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to hop into this. Original link will be in the description. Shout out to France. Let's get impressed. Here we go.
Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video. Now, while I am stuck in lockdown part 3 with the worst and the most incompetent government in the history of the UK, we take a look at some of the best fairy tale castles in France. You might be a little bit surprised by this selection. Let's do it. Now, before you even watch this video, don't forget to hit that like button, obviously for the YouTube algorithm. Number 1, Chateau de Choiseul. Chateau de Choiseul is the most visited and photographed chateau of the Loire Valley in France. Now you're going to hear the Loire.
The Loire. Wow, you hear that a lot in Haiti. Interesting.
Valley quite often because it's an area where there are so many castles for you to visit. It is often described as the Ladies' Chateau, as throughout its history it is they who have most influenced its design and history. Now, it was not always a chateau that we see today. A Renaissance masterpiece. With its white walls and curved turrets, and with an elegant and feminine style. And the best time to visit is the summer to truly appreciate the gardens. Fun fact, between 1914 to 1918, this chateau was actually transformed into a military hospital. I bet you didn't know that. Number 2, Chateau de Chambord. Built during the 16th century, it is an expansive wooden park. The Chateau de Chambord is the largest castle of the Loire Valley.
Woo.
It's said that Leonardo da Vinci himself influenced the Renaissance style design of this castle. And of course, if you love Instagram and take photos in a ball gown dress in front of attractions, as that's so normal, then go to the northwest side of the moat to take a great photo of the castle reflected in the water.
That is crazy. That's like one of those movies where you see a girl ends up marrying some prince or something and living in some big castle. Like that's
When visiting the chateau, take the audio guide tablet to learn everything about its history. Number 3, Chateau de Haut-Königsbourg. Overlooking the upper Rhine plain from the top of a wooden rocky hill, this chateau is one of the most iconic medieval castles in France. Built during the 15th century, its strategic position, a short distance of the Switzerland and German borders, and its well-executed restoration make it one of France's most visited French castles. If you do come by car, there's a small village 7 kilometers east of the castle, and getting to the castle by bus is the best mode of transport. Number 4. Chateau de Cire. The legend says that Charles Perrault, the writer who laid out the foundation of fairy tales, was inspired by this castle when he wrote Sleeping Beauty. Dated back to the 11th century, the castle is really picturesque and is as impressive inside as it is on the outside.
I go stay in there. I'm gonna have a whole new book done in a day. Nah, give me 3 days. Give me 3 days.
Oil paintings, housing tapestries, 17th century furnishing, and a quirky, periodic costume mannequins. It can be explored from the cellars to the top of the dungeon. This is one of the most beautiful castles in France, hands down. Number 5. Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte. Established in a splendid 500-hectare estate, only a short journey from Paris, the chateau is a majestic example of French aesthetics and workmanship. From its symmetrical French Baroque architecture to its beautifully decorated interiors, the chateau is famous for being the castle that inspired Versailles. The highlights of a visit include the underground river, the panoramic dome, and the carriage museum. So if you come between May and October, don't miss the candlelit visit held after dark every Saturday. Hopefully, if this fucking coronavirus disappears. Number 6. Château de Fontainebleau. Originally built during the 12th century, the chateau was extended, renovated, and improved by many kings, an emperor, and a president throughout its long history. Located in the city of Fontainebleau and surrounded by a large forest of the same name, the 1,500-room contains make it one of the largest castles in France. What's particularly interesting is that Fontainebleau tends to be less crowded than Versailles, and the gardens are breathtaking.
Seriously though, it really is breathtaking. I mean, could you imagine just waking up looking at stuff like this every day? Every day?
Number 7. Mont Saint-Michel. An island some 600 meters off the
Looks like a vampire would live in there.
Coast of Normandy. Mont Saint-Michel has been an impregnable fortress since ancient times. The town became the site of an abbey in the 9th century and quickly became a destination for Christian pilgrims, the original European tourists. The abbey's secure position also encouraged the French monarchy to begin using it as a prison for some of its more troublesome opponents from the 15th century and onwards. The site now attracts more than 3 million tourists a year, so yes, it can be super busy. Number 8. Chateau Duval.
Looking at these makes me wonder, is this where they got like the idea for Azkaban and Harry Potter, that prison?
Located in the Haute-Auvergne region of central France, Chateau Duval seemingly rises up out of the man-made lake that surrounds it. Although petite in stature, compared to many on this list, it deserves its spot, not least because of its unique surroundings, but instead the ornate gardens and carefully curated flower pots. And you're more likely to find beach umbrellas and sailing boats. Number 8 is definitely one to watch. Number 9. Chateau de Pierrefonds. On the edge of the Campagna forest proudly stands the famous Pierrefonds Castle, a mighty medieval fortress piercing the sky in its armor of stone. Located northeast of Paris, Chateau Pierrefonds receives many visitors each year, and today it still has some of the defensive military architecture that was commonly seen in castles of France during the Middle Ages. Now, castles don't come more fairy tale like than this chateau, rebuilt for Napoleon III. With a moat and drawbridge, arrow slits at the top, and 8 soaring towers, each dedicated to a different knight. A wondrous sight to behold. Number 10. Roque-Tillard. Roque-Tillard is the most popular castle in the Bordeaux region, and the initial fortifications were laid down by Charlemagne the Great over 1,200 years ago. The castle now has been lived in for the same family for over 700 years, and it's been open to the public since 1956. And it is today still the most visited in the Bordeaux region. And there you have it, folks. 10 of some of the best fairy tale castles in France. And for you French speakers out there, mon français n'est pas si bon. And to everyone else, don't forget to subscribe, because sooner or later the doors will be open for the Lifestyle Rebel and we can explore, travel once again. As always,
He was struggling. You know, I remember though. I remember 2020. We all do. It was right. It was not that long ago. Hard times, but we got through it.
be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.
So what actually impresses me most about this video is how a lot of these places are still so open to the public. It's crazy because even in my hometown, like we have asylums and just different places that were around like 50s, 60s, 70s. Not as long as these places, and they be closed down, just completely closed down. So to see monuments, see castles that are hundreds, thousands of years, just so long ago, still be open to the public, still be standing, still be protected. I mean, that is a sight to see. Um, Incredible. Shout out to all my France fans, my subscribers that have been coming in. Definitely loving France. For me, it's like this. There's this place I go to, this one hotel I go to around every fall, right? Very if I had to say it reminded me of anything, it would be like kind of like The Shining from Stephen King. Like it kind of reminds me of that hotel. Very nice, very traditional. A lot of land, a lot of acres in the back. When I go there, like I get creative, especially around autumn, my favorite season, hands down. When I go there, I get creative. I'm able to write. I'm able to just kind of tune into a certain frequency. Staying in one of these places, right? One of these castles, staying in something like this, I really believe I would. I ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Like just I would be so inspired. Like I could see how these would influence Beauty of the Beast and so much different fairy tales. I mean, it's incredible. You get somewhere like this and you just get this boost of energy. Even looking through the screen, I'm like, wow, this is something. This right here reminded me of a vampire's castle for sure. Like a whole bunch of vampires be up in there. What's that one movie? Was it with Brad Pitt? I think was it Diary of a Vampire? It definitely looks like you got some vampires sleeping in coffins in there for sure. And a lot of these places are just so gigantic. There's got to be like underground tunnels. There's probably like a whole well, probably not here, but maybe there too. Who knows? Probably all of them. Probably got underground bunkers. I mean, look at this. I'm sure they probably do. But wow, it's jaw dropping. Some jaw dropping stuff. Once again, shout out to France. You guys do pretty amazing in the Olympics. I'm not even gonna lie. You guys definitely. Even when I look at the U.S., when the stuff they're winning like that. It was like track and field yesterday when the USA broke that record. France, for a second, it was France was definitely looking like they could have definitely possibly took it too. But I definitely see you guys like you guys are doing. You guys got some athletes. That one guy that won that judo competition, absolute monster. Absolute. The bald guy, beast. I just always see you guys. This is my first year actually watching the Olympics, and I just keep seeing you guys pop up doing fantastic things. You guys are always in that top 5 for sure. But with that being said, man, shout out to France, man. Much love to all of you. These castles were beautiful. Definitely looks like. Matter of fact, let me look up Azkaban real quick. Let me look up if you guys, for all my Harry Potter fans, right? Azkaban. I need to rewatch those movies. It's been a while. I need to re-tap in to a lot. Okay, I could see it. I could see it. Somewhat. I could somewhat see it, Just being on that island alone like that. If you were a prisoner and you were taken to one of these places where it's just nothing but water around, I'm looking for the perfect one. There's a specific one I'm looking for right now. I'm not sure where it went. But, shoot, even a vampire castle, I mean, that would be frightening. If the vampire looking cat to be taken there as a prisoner, yeah, that would be terrifying. Terrifying. You don't know what awaits you in there. Could you imagine that? being a prisoner and being blindfolded, and then and you on a boat and you just look up and or you know someone takes off the blindfold and this is where you going? Oh no 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 no! But shout out to France. Much love to you all. I'll be back with more soon. Everybody enjoy your day.